Retail Hero is proud to present Happy Checks, a fully integrated and customizable customer loyalty system. This add-on will encourage return customers and provide incentive for further sales. By collecting points that are turned into redeemable, personalized checks, customers will have a direct experience of being connected to your business. In this tutorial video, we will be reviewing the Happy Checks Administrator tool, where the configuration, reporting, and check generation process takes place. We will also discuss the application settings, point collection and redemption schemes, and the reporting tool used to track a customer's activity. The first part of configuring Happy Checks is to fill in the database connection window with the settings that the program uses to communicate with your store. For the most part, Retail Hero will configure this section when installing the application. The database connection area is used to direct Happy Checks to your store database and grant the program access to your store. This section, along with the license key entry section, provides Happy Checks with the authentication that it needs to fully function. Use the green circle to confirm connection and license key settings, and the blue disk to save the changes. The Create Tables button is used for the setup of Happy Checks and should not be clicked again. The General Settings tab contains settings that determine the behavior of generating and printing checks. For example, the amount of points that are required for $1 worth of Happy Checks. The minimum check value, which determines the lowest check value that can be generated from the customer's available points. The Store ID field holds up to 5 characters and prefixes the check numbers that are generated. The Good Through Days value setting determines the time from generating and printing a check to the time that the check expires and is no longer redeemable. The check increment value determines the value of each check printed. If a customer has enough points to generate $30 worth of checks, setting this value to 10 will result in 3 $10 checks being printed. The variable for printing number will be set up by Retail Hero and prevents conflicts with other RMS add-ons. There are 2 main methods of redeeming the printed checks. You can have the savings be applied as a discount against the prices of items in a transaction, or have the system create an item that is rung up automatically with a negative price. To select the As Discount option, there must first be a reason code set up within RMS that will be selected when points are redeemed. To select the As Reward item, you must select a non-inventory item to use as a negative priced item. Use the Security section to set a password for a user to be able to access the Happy Checks Administrator settings. It is also possible to require a password for a user to perform manual point adjustments. Finally, the POS settings can be configured to control the add-on's behavior at the point of sale. The Register the POS add-on checkbox activates the Happy Checks add-on. This is required for Happy Checks to function. Custom POS buttons can be added to the right-hand panel of the POS screen, including a Help button for requesting remote support from Retail Hero, a Customer button that displays a list of the customer's Happy Checks points history, and a Redeem button used to redeem Happy Checks in a transaction. The variable for redemption setting is to prevent conflicts with other add-ons. Do not change this value. Remember to save your changes by clicking the blue disk icon. On the Points Settings tab, we can configure the points schedule. This determines the points earned for each dollar spent. By choosing a fixed schedule, we simply enter the point per dollar value. A variable schedule allows different point per dollar amounts to be set for different departments or categories. The lower portion of the window allows departments, categories, or items to be excluded from collecting points. For example, click Add Item. Click the search icon to display the list of items. Let's exclude the girl's 15-inch bike from collecting points. To remove a line item, right-click the line and click Delete Row. Remember to click the blue disk to save your changes. The Customers tab, which can also be accessed directly from the POS, provides a running history of points activity. Load a customer by clicking the search icon. Click the All Customers icon. Highlight a customer and click Select. You are shown the list of points activity. From this window, a user can make manual adjustments to the customer's points. Enter the points amount in the white field, and click the green plus to add points, or the red X to remove points. Clicking the printer icon allows a report of activity to be printed for this customer. The Checks tab contains a list of all customers that currently have points that can be converted into checks. From this window, we can print checks and apply the points to those checks. To display the list, click on the blue arrows. Based on your check printing settings, The list will show what possible checks can be created and printed. Select which checks are to be printed by putting a check in the box on that line and clicking Print Checks. After printing checks, the Restart button and Apply Points button are lit up. If you would like to reprint or redefine the check amounts, click Restart to start the process over again. If you are satisfied with the printed checks, click Apply Points. Acknowledge the warning to apply points to the checks printed. The checks are now ready to be used at the point of sale.